You got a column full of messy data like John Smith, lowercase s, and you're still splitting it by hand? Friend, Power Query is begging to help. In this video, I'll show you how to split text into upper and lower cases using Power Query. This little trick comes in handy more than you think when parsing names, fixing input from a form, or standardizing chaotic data dumps. And once you got it, you may find new ways to use it. Let's get into it. So here's an example of mixed case. So we have the full name here, maybe a first name, middle name, and last name. And we want to separate these out. And to bring this into Power Query, just select inside my range of cells, go to Insert, and in the Get and Transform Data group, click on From Table and Range. It's going to first take the data as a table. So if it's not formatted as a table, it's going to say Create Table. My table does have headers. The first row is a header. Click OK, and the Power Query editor is going to come into play. All we need to do is go into Transform, go into Split Column. So here we have a couple options here. You can split by lowercase to uppercase, uppercase to lowercase. In this example, since we have Pascal case, we want to split by lowercase to uppercase. That's going to be the first time it's going to see that. So we click on lowercase to uppercase. It's done that for us. And in some cases with names, you might see that it's split it out and there's this extra fourth column. Click on the drop down there. You can see it says bride. And the reason why it does that, if I look at this example, you notice that that is a McBride. That should probably have been the last name McBride, and it split it out. And something to take into consideration when you do this. So in this example, we're just going to join the last one, because what happened here is if you join this together, it becomes nothing. But you need to join that one. So I'll select both columns, press the Shift key and select that column, right click and merge columns. And that's going to be merged. I'm not going to have it separated. Click OK. And if I try to find the McBride, type MCB, it shows up correctly there. So there's some things to kind of be aware of when you do it with names. And splitting it out is kind of handy when you've got a series of steps. But if you only need to do this one time, it's only one step. Another way to do it is to do a flash fill. Let me close this, discard this. And what we can do with flash fill, this is already a table. If I click in here, you see the table design. But what's nice about a table is when you add other things to the columns, it extends the table out. So I'm going to use flash fill. And first we need to give it some examples. So I'm going to type Alice, press tab. You can see the table has been expanded, right? I'm going to type also Marie, press tab, and then Morgan, press tab. And that's an example that I'm going to use. Now all I need to do is select this, press Control E. That's the keyboard shortcut for flash fill. And Excel's smart enough to figure out, this is the example where I want to split this text. Do the same here, Control E. That splits that one. Over here, Control E, and that splits that one. And in this example, it wasn't so clean with splitting that out. You just have to be aware with your data and take care of that accordingly. Now, another way to split text, of course, is we've got camel case text. And the difference between Pascal text and camel case text is camel case text starts with a lowercase, and everything else, every other word is a uppercase. So the same thing that we can do here. And I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut instead to bring it into Power Query. Type Alt APT. It's going to bring up the same create table. My table does have headers. Click OK. The Power Query editor will show up. And here, if I didn't want to go transform, I'll right click the column header and go to split column. And the same options show up here. And here I'll go lowercase to uppercase because I want to split from lowercase to uppercase here too. And it does that. And since these aren't proper names, maybe there is less likelihood that there's going to be another column where it's separated that out, hopefully. So in the previous example, I discarded it, but if I click close and load, it's going to put this into a new worksheet where it's already split out for me. And that particular query where it's done that is available for me to do any further type of transformation. And doing it in Power Query is pretty helpful because if you've got a series of steps that you need to do, and this is just one of them, it gives you that capability to do that. If you only had one or two steps and it's a small table, doing it via the flash fill method with the shortcut keys is probably preferable. And that's how you split uppercase and lowercase text in Power Query. Quick, clean, no weird workarounds. If this helped you clean your data like a pro, hit that like button so YouTube knows you're into this kind of nerdy code. And if you want more fast Power Query tricks like this, make sure to subscribe, smash that like button, and maybe share this with your fellow spreadsheet buddies.